We're here at the Double D Ranch to do our hog hunt, and we're here in MacArthur, Ohio. And the gentlemen that are here, I'll let each one go through and give them your name and also what they'll be hunting with tomorrow for these hogs, which will be somewhere in the range of 200 to 300 pounds in that area. So Lee, I'll let you take over here.
Okay, I'm Lee. I'll be hunting wild boar with a recurve bow that I'm borrowing from Tom that Ted has customized, so I have no excuse to miss the boar. This is my third time here. First time here I shot a 500 pounder, the second time a 400 pounder. But Dan's got some big boars out there and we're gonna have a ball.
We are.
Very good. I'm Tim. I'm going to be shooting with a 7.62 by 39 rifle. And this is the first time I've been to the Double D Ranch, first time I've been boar hunting, so we'll see how it goes.
We're excited.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
My name's Ed. It's first time for boar hunting for me as well. First time here at Double D Ranch, of course. I hope to kill a boar tomorrow with my 44 Magnum Ruger pistol. But I also brought a 300 blackout rifle for backup just in case. Looking forward to it.
I'm Alex. I'm really excited. It's my first time at the Double D Ranch. That right there is my father. And I'm going to be hunting with the 6.5 Krieger rifle.
And Ted,
So-
what are you hunting with, Ted?
I will be hunting with a recurve as well.
Okay.
And I've been here several times. Shot one with a pistol and the other two with recurve, and we're going to try that again tomorrow morning. So we'll go inside and check out the amenities.
All right, well, we are in the lodge area at the Double D, just came in the door, and they have some mounts in here that are representative of some of the animals.
Beautiful mountain.
Beautiful mounts, and they're not all the animals that they have here at the Double D. They can get or have back in this hunting ranch, I think there's maybe 50 species they can get or have. But they've mounted some and adds a little ambiance to the main seating area here at the lodge. And Alex is going to tell us what the first animal here mounted is.
This right here is a fowl deer, and they're indigenous to New Zealand, and they were actually brought over, and they're in Texas now, and Argentina. They're amazing. It's an amazing animal.
It is neat in that it has palmation to the antler at the top, kind of like a caribou, and it's in the lineage of some giant deer that are now extinct from Europe. And there are also, well, they're in Europe as well, but there used to be a huge deer like this with this palmated rack that is now no longer. They come in about 3 color phases. This is the tan with spots, which you'd think is like in a whitetail, it's an immature, fawn, but that's not the case. This is one where his back is tan and kind of a whitish front and spots. There's a white version, it's not albino, it's white, and then there's a chocolate brown version. And then there's of course variations to the hair as well.
It almost looks like a grown fawn.
It does. Yeah, a little shorter nose on it,
obviously with
and
antlers.
it probably averages about 225 pounds, so it's not a small deer. The next animal over is called a Texas doll sheep. It's in the Corsican family. It's not really a doll sheep like in Alaska, but it's named that, and they get beautiful, big, huge antlers as well. Probably the average weight is 100 to 150 pounds for this animal. The next one over here is an old sheep, multi-horned is really the classic name for it. It's also been called the Jacob's sheep, It's a very old species in that it's actually named in the Bible, this multi-horned sheep. So it's not just a freak, this thing with these horns growing out, it's actually what the species is. The next ram over is a Corsican, and it's brown. It's a brown phase. It's actually similar to the doll sheep, very close. It's just a color phase, and this is more common, this brown phase. This is an Angora sheep, and you can tell it has the spiraling horns, very dramatic, and has more of a sheep woolliness to his hair, a little more of a coil in the hair. This is a black Hawaiian. This is the name of this species, but it is actually in the same line as the Corsican, the doll and the brown natural. But it's called the black Hawaiian because it is a black. This is a spotted ram. It's actually the name, spotted, and it has those blotchy spots on it. But it's just the version. But I believe it is a little different species than the other two. It's not just a variation. It's an actual species, a separate type of ram. If we go over here a little further, this is another doll sheep right here. Like we saw, not quite as dramatic a curl. These two deer right here are Sika deer, and they are indigenous to Japan. These two deer, and they're very good eating. They say of the deer family in the world, this is like the best eating venison that you could ever possibly have. Not as big as our white-tailed deer, but probably 125-pound deer.
Yeah, they're so small.
Yes, and they have more of a rack, like a miniature elk.
Almost like an
No?
elk or like a
Yes.
spike with like points.
Yes.
And they're that tall.
Yep. The next one over is another Corsican, and he has a really dramatic beard on the front of him. It's really just chest hair, but it's pretty pronounced and a very handsome animal. We spin around here. We have another fallow deer, like Alex was talking about, and this is a little more of the lighter phase, and his antlers are more pronounced upward, so you get variations within antler growth. But this is really a beautiful, handsome specimen. The deer, this little deer right here, I believe, is a dik, which is from Africa, and they do actually have fangs and canines, which is very unusual in the deer family. And it's not a big deer, probably only at max weighs 40 pounds, but it's a treasured animal in the pursuit of trophies and African. And I think they actually bark, which is really weird for a deer to have, canines and bark too.
Aren't there some of those down south?
And there probably are. But they probably were brought over and then released and then started populating and did well in the south. Alex, what do you think of this? What do you think it is?
I think it's another fallow deer.
It is. It's another fallow deer. Really nice wide palmation on this one. And, this is, what's the type of mount this is? European mount, which is a nice way to present something. And really is very common in Europe to present and have in game rooms with the skull and the rack attached so you can measure the distance and all. So it's more economical, certainly. So if we go across here, we come to a color phase of a Russian boar. And Russian boars are named Razorbacks, Russian boars. They're all from Europe. Depending on the extent of the domestic mix in the boar, you might have a little shorter nose or something of that. The longer the nose, the more pure the breed from Russia is, and the longer the hair. This happens to be a color phase, and it's the silver color phase. So he's really gray-silver, but quite striking. And not just depending on age, but just the animals' his health. These tusks can be quite long and quite short. Depends if he was in a fight and broke one or not, but it just depends where he is in his
growth of that. It's actually not a tusk, it's a tooth. And it's a hollow tooth just like yours, but they're called kind of generically tusks. These are the wetters, they call the top one, and the cutters. And Alex, like you were telling me before,
They like bite their teeth and like they make this like clinking noise, and like they actually can sharpen that bottom teeth by
Yeah.
doing that. And like sometimes the top one will break off, and the bottom one will just like roll out really long.
they do. And down in the jaw of this animal, the tooth root goes way down like this. So this keeps pushing out and is, available as he fights and loses part of his tooth. It keeps pushing out. So if we were to pull that bone, that actual tooth out, it would be out like this. But right now he only needs this much to fight with, and that's what he uses to fight and rip with and bite and do all the nasty things. This is a New Zealand chamois, and it's very sought after in the trophy world. It's probably a 90-pound sheep that lives up in the mountains, very high, very sure-footed. It's got gorgeous, long blonde hair and blondish beige hair, and that's what's really I think that's probably some Latin part of the word chamois, is this long hair. This specimen doesn't have really as long a hair as they do in the wild, but it's in the goat family. The rack, or the horns, not the rack, the horns only get to be about like this, so they're measured like almost like a mountain goat. A big one can really be that big, and so this is a very nice example, and I believe this is a female. Males might get a little bigger horn mass on top, but they don't get the big curl like the sheep in the sheep family. This here is another example of a Russian boar, different color phase.
Right.
He's got a little bit of speckled brown, and they can vary. You get black, red, gray, speckle, kind of grizzly bear looking, brown with
That
brownish
silver over there.
silver. Yes. This one has a little bit of gray. He's probably a little bit older, but he's got tremendous genetics. If you look at the length of his nose, that tells you this has a lot of European still bloodline in him. He hasn't been domesticated. Nasty little buggers. Nasty little buggers. Here we have down here on the floor an example of a full body mount of a Russian boar, probably in the range of 225 to 250 pounds. So this gives you an idea of really how high they stand. But the difference in a wild boar and a domesticated boar is that a wild boar usually has a very large chest, a very big long head with a long snoot, and then he has a smaller butt, and their tail is straight. Where domesticated breeds that have been bred selectively for farming and farm use and production are like hot dog shaped. So they're all one big fat animal. These are very agile animals, although they are all in the hog pig family. They can easily jump over a down tree, a log tree, just like a deer, just jump it. They don't walk around it. They're very nimble through the woods and very quick, and can run lightning fast. Tremendous hearing. I believe their eyes are about equal to a human's eyes.
But their nose is very good.
Yes, their nose
Yes.
is exceptional to pick up scent of danger, and they can smell for hundreds of yards, actually miles, but I don't have the statistic on it. But I know they can smell miles away a food source or even danger. So they're a remarkable and a very intelligent animal, and very prolific in reproduction, and they're amazing. This animal in back here is the white phase of a
Fallow deer.
fallow deer. Very beautiful, not a pink-nosed albino. This is just a color phase, but striking and very white, and again palmated, and makes a beautiful mount and delicious eating. It's in the deer family and wonderful venison. I don't know if you can see it, but this mount here is just leaned back. It's a Spanish goat that's over the edge here, and you can see the sweep of the horn is different. It sweeps out. It's in the goat family, which would be kind of in the family of the chamois over here. and it has that typical Spanish goat, ibex family, which is a wild goat look, or has that arcing of the horn. And so it's not a big animal, probably 75 pounds, not real tall, but it's definitely a trophy handsome animal in the exotics.
It has that like beard. Like,
Has a very pronounced beard. So a handsome specimen. If you look at the goats, their eyes, their pupils are horizontal, which is kind of unusual. But somehow they have tremendous vision, and when they're up in the mountains, can see danger. But they don't have, pupils going either round or this way. They're this way. If you look at their pupil, it's a little different. So this is just a taste of a few of the animals that they have here. And this is the main little lodge area. There's a kitchenette over here to our right where we'll be doing some cooking. We're going to be cooking outside on the grill and having breakfast.
out there.
Campfire we can have. We've got a beautiful time of the year, and a little different to hunt this time of year in June. But we're going to have fun, and it gives a good opportunity. Sometimes these areas and these preserves, hunting areas get pretty busy in the fall, and it's a great time of year to hunt as well. Now, I looked online, just looking at this hunting area, and I believe what I'm seeing is 1,100 acres of hunting land. So these are very wild exotics that are here. They call all these exotics, other than the regular indigenous white-tailed deer that we have in New York and Ohio. Anything that is not indigenous to the area, they call exotics. And so it's quite a large area, very wild animals, and we hope to do well on our hunt tomorrow. That gives you a little bit of what's going on. If you guys would just kind of sweep around again and show everybody in here.
Continue the story. We're trying to get all settled in, so we've unpacked all of our gear and put them in our various rooms. We are now in the kitchen where we have unloaded our plentiful supplies. This is not a huge plush area, but it certainly is sufficient. We've got refrigerator, freezer, we've got coffee makers, we've got a microwave, we've got a stove, we've got a sink. So for a bunch of guys, we're good to go.
Okay, I just came up from the store down there's a little like shop down there. I just came up from there, and I think it's time to start the fire.
We're sitting here under the pavilion. This
Yep.
is where we're gonna cook and maybe eat. And
Yep,
Alex
we got a
is-
charcoal grill going right now.
Alex is gonna start a fire.
Yes.
All right. Show us your skills. Wow. You make that look easy.
It's not finished out.
It's good. It's a feast.
looks
Here's
good.
some more water if anybody wants water.
Excellent. We got more steaks on here. Ted is our chef.
He is
He's working away.
Chef Ted.
Yes,
Ooh, beautiful steaks.
they're nice cuts.
They do look
We
good.
got corn, macaroni salad. We're really suffering here.
Yes, it's tough. It's tough.
It's
man.
tough.
So we just woke up and we're about to go on the hog hunt, and we need to fuel up. So this morning, we got a plethora of food. We have like everything. We have eggs.
He's using those
We have
words again.
waffles.
I'm lost.
We have sausages. We have banana bread. We have orange juice. We got Pop-Tarts. We have
Did you get brownies?
brownies,
Okay.
bananas, oranges,
Got it all.
whatever you want. It's a feast.
We're ready for the day, whatever it may
Kill a
bring.
giant hog.
This could be
Hoping
the
we
last
see,
meal for some of us.
hoping we see Clipper.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay, so we're out here hunting. We're gonna get out there, hopefully kill a boar. It's a beautiful day. We had a nice night of sleep. So I'm ready. Nice breakfast.
Amen.
There's a plethora of game out there this morning.
Okay, we're about halfway up the hill now. You can probably tell by we're all panting a little bit. Beautiful. It's supposed to be 87 today, but it's cool in here, and all these trees don't even go to be fighting sunlight. Just a beautiful area. Good morning for a hike up the mountain.
So our guide is Adam. Adam, what county is this that we're in?
We're in Benton County.
Vinton County. This is typical of the area with these rolling gullies.
Yeah.
Is this part of a certain mountain range, or what is the?
Over in Chillicothe there, they have what's called Sugarloaf Mountain, which is the beginning of the Appalachians, the foothills, and just comes this way.
Okay, because we noticed as we were traveling from north down more, it's pretty flat, and then all of a sudden we hit these bigger mountains, or
Probably
you know,
at the time that you got off of 23 or 35 there,
Right.
that's where they about start and
right.
continue on.
Well, actually, we're just stopping here to catch our breath a little bit, but it's a pretty spot. It's a pretty view, and you can see quite a drastic drop off down below. We're at the first point where we're going to post and wait and hope a boar comes walking up through. Ed is to the left right here overlooking this steep ravine, and they possibly could come right up the gully. Lee and I are mid-section right here up on this stump brush pile, and Ted has worked his way down and is more on a crossing, because occasionally apparently the boars come up over this hill and cross to the right, and Ted is down there just near some brush posting, so we're gonna see what happens.
So, we're out in the woods right now. We're at the spot. We're just gonna camp here and see what happens. There's a nice gully right here, 100 yards. I can shoot. Just gotta hope for the best.
great morning here in southern Ohio. We're on the Double D Ranch, and as you can see, you got a nice Russian hog on the ground. It's somewhere between 300 and 350 pounds. Probably we watched this hog, who was with a group of hogs, for probably half an hour or so, and they circled around and came up within 25-30 yards of me, and I shot him in the head with my Ruger 44 Magnum. This is great. First time I've ever been on a hog hunt. First time, obviously, for killing a hog, and it's the first animal that I've killed with this 44 mag. So I'm really pleased. I'm really happy. This is great. Now it just makes me want to do it again.
We just heard a few. So hopefully they got one. Hopefully it's down. And hopefully they're kicking stuff over here. Because they're right over there.
If you try it, I can go around real quick, see if I can get below and bring them back to you.
Should we hang just here?
Yeah, I would be ready to shoot this opening back through here.
Okay.
Sounds
If
good.
that doesn't work, I seen some other hogs over there. We'll do after.
Very good.
I'll stay right here. We just saw a couple hogs. Right like up here. We saw him first down there. And this guy came and picked us up. We saw him up here, but he's gonna try to push him, I think, back around. See if I can poke at one. See what happens. This is exciting. This is fun.
You see him? Tell me.
Not anymore, they're in the tree. Hold. They're coming. Oh wait, they're right there.
Wait for him. Wait for a good shot. He's walking to the right. Oh, do you see him?
Where's the cow?
I don't know. There he is. It's okay, he'll come right back out. It's on the path. That's okay, they're gonna come around the corner. Take a shot. There's a big one coming behind. Big sow coming behind.
Oh, it's coming up. Is there another one bigger?
Yeah,
Really still?
yeah. Yes.
Up there. Oh yeah, you're right.
down.
Tell me a story.
You kill one.
Okay, here.
Get your gun. Get your gun. Hurry. Get your gun. Do you see one? Okay, kill it. Baby.
You see it?
Yeah.
Flipped right over.
Yeah. Dude. Let's go, Dad. Let's go. Oh my God. That's awesome.
Right next to each other. Yeah.
Can't shoot another one, though.
Boy, that'd be good for the bow and arrow, wouldn't it?
Oh my.
Hold on, he's coming towards us.
You're not allowed to shoot two, right? Three.
No.
Oh my God. So confused.
Let's let him go away.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
You got a big one. Oh. Just in case.
That's huge.
That's a big pig.
Oh my gosh. Even yours is a nice size.
Yeah. So tell us the story. What happened?
Oh my God. No, we'll get these nice and picture perfect. We'll tell the story.
Okay. Sounds good. Good job, dude.
Go.
It's awesome. Well, you did your job.
We got kind of lucky that they picked up that other big hog, huh?
Yeah.
We went out there and went into a brush pile. Whenever I found them, that one came up with them.
Very good.
Thank you, man.
Yes, thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you. It's excellent.
There's two.
That's a big hog.
How much do you think it is?
It's hard to tell, man. That hog would go 3 1/4.
3 1/4. Okay.
Somewhere around there.
Big. That's a big hog.
Very good.
That's an average hog.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yep. That's what we kill 90% of the time.
Nothing wrong with
So
that. That's a big one.
Really big one.
That's the one Tom wanted.
We killed at least one big one over there, maybe 2. I was trying to work on the second one whenever I left.
Yeah.
It went back our way anyways.
Oh.
Out from us, we're gonna go down maybe 20 yards past that stump and then go straight over towards them. Come over here and I'll tell you what to do.
You ready? Yeah. You ready?
Sure am.
See, Lee, he needs more help. We're looking to get the easiest shot possible.
I know there's one black hog bedded kind of broadside to you.
Good.
Probably the closest.
Okay, I'd like him to try to get it.
Okay, we're on our way to leave the killer bull. see what happens.
Try to give you the first shot. From what I can tell, there's a black lord that's bedded. He's over the hill here. We're just going to have to move in close enough to where you're comfortable with getting your shot. And my biggest tip to you is just like for baseball. I always say keep your eye on the ball. Find your spot where you want to hit. Keep your eyes on that spot. Don't look anywhere else. Look at that spot. Don't worry about your bow. You know what you're doing. Just draw. Keep your eyes on that spot.
Okay. Okay. Lee, watch your feet and be ready to grab another arrow off. Okay? Yes. Even if you stick them, you shoot them again.
You get Lee, I'll get the bitch.
He's going to be sick. He's going to slow down for you.
This is so cool. I think Ted got it covered.
Which way to mine go? Right?
Lee, that's a great hog. That's a big Russian hog. And your shot was dead on. And the cameraman tells me you were at 20 yards, which is excellent for a recurve bow.
Long for me.
And your angle is perfect because you're angling up right through all the vitals. And you took this boar clean. Looks like he only went about 5 yards from where the scuff is. So it was a great shot, humane. And it's a beautiful hog. I'm happy for you with a recurve bow.
That's a nice
face.
Nice boar.
He's got a nice face. Lee,
Right, I got this nice board about 25 yards with a traditional bow. It's been customized by my friend Ted Abbott. Took him out pretty quick. He's 200 pounds plus. We'll be eating this guy for quite a while. And that's about it, I think.
Really good day.
It's been a great day. We all got boars today, and great day at Double D Ranch in MacArthur, Ohio.
We're here at Double D at MacArthur, Ohio. This is the one of 5 hogs we took this morning, all before noon, and 3 were taken with archery and 2 with pistol and rifle. And it's been a great day. We've had a lot of fun, made a lot of good acquaintances, and hopefully in the near future we might pull this off again. This has been great.
Well, it's been a very successful day. There's 6 of us hunting, 3 of us with recurve bows, and all of us were successful. Lee got 1, Ted got 1, and I shot 1. We did capture Lee's hunt on film, the archery aspect, but it all kind of happened fast with a number of boars coming in at one location, and so we could only really focus our cameras on one guy. But Ted also took 1, and we got footage of the recovery, and I shot 1. I know I made a good hit on it. It ran a bit. I shot it a second time. I know that was a good shot, so I didn't worry about it. I just left it, but it went this way. So we're gonna follow up, and I don't think that hog went very far.
Let's go. We're on the dirt. What?
Quiver for my glove. Arrow up here too.
Let's finish him off. Okay. Let's do this. Are you sure it went this way?
Well, we found this hog, went further than we thought, ended up in the creek bottom, actually ran up the hill into this brush pile, and we had to put another arrow in it, and glad we found it. It's a nice hog. It's got a real long snoot and a real nice example of a Russian hog here at the Double D Ranch. Another great experience with 6 successful hunters, and I'm happy with this hog, and our guide Adam there did a great job, as he always does. If you come here, you're really going to enjoy yourself. Double D Ranch, MacArthur, Ohio. Look them up, and you're going to have a lot of fun and go home with some prime eating meat.
really fun at the Double D Ranch. We had an awesome time. We killed lots of pigs, and I think they're gonna be good eating. And I think we all want to come back, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I think we'll be back soon. It was fun. See ya.